Good afternoon and welcome to Tntv News. I am Atacha. Now breaking news. In Ikoko, the one of the economic hub in Rivers State, most markets were closed and the streets were largely empty of people and traffic. Separatist sentiments persist in the region, which is denominated by the Igbo people, and the main pro-Biafra Independence group has called on supporters to stay home. I and my cameraman were at the venue. See what we had to bring for you. We're at Ikoko in Mile 1 here in Port Harcourt, River State. Now, May 30th every day is set aside by Biafrans to mark their Independence Day for their past heroes. One remarkable thing is that though the federal government is saying they are not going to give Biafra what they are asking for, but we can see shops here in Ikoko closed down, and you could see the flags of Biafra raise all the streets of Ikoko, and they are not taking it lightly. They are saying this.
Today is a Biafran day. We are having our own democracy today, whether they like it or not. People of Biafra, we are celebrating today to tell Nigerians that we are tired of Nigeria. That is why we honor this day. And as you can see, here is Ikoko market. Everywhere is shut down because we believe that as today is shut down for all Biafrans, Nigeria is also shut down. So we want the government of Nigeria to have a rethink. We are tired of Nigeria.
Very angry. If you look my face, if you go see, I'm not happy because as you don't see shop closed now, that one go show them say we they serious. Anything we they like, make them do. Only way to need for them to give us the freedom. Let them give us our Biafra so that we can go because they don't cheat us enough. You understand? They say we get all you get. You look at indigenous here, son and brother, they are suffering. No money, no nothing.
I'm a great Biafra. One love in Biafra. Stand in Biafra. Believe in Biafra. We die in Biafra. Well, we have suffered in this country for more than, for me, I've suffered in this country for more than 29 years. I've not benefited anything as a citizen of Nigeria. I'm denouncing Nigeria as my country. I want to stand in a Biafran land as one of the Biafrans, son of the Biafran. I meant to be a Biafra. Because the country, being Nigeria, the Zoom country, have disappointed us, have killed many of us, have destroyed our future.
The only thing I have to tell Biafran people is this fight is not just a one-day fight. It is a fight, just like Oshoyinka said that Biafra is an idea. It's an idea. It can never be deleted from the sons and daughters of the land. So the only thing I'm praying and I'm asking our youth to do is an evangelism, a crusade. Let us get the mind of other states that are of Biafra. And please, I want to beg you people, Igbos especially, please, there's nothing like Igbos and Biafra. All Biafra is one.
Biafra is real. I want to tell anybody, any Biafran man and woman to be strong in your struggling. Biafra is coming. Don't mind intimidation of Nigeria. Don't mind intimidation of soldiers. Don't succumb. Biafra is coming. It's just real.
The federal government is set aside 100 billion naira annually for a social housing scheme. Acting President Emil Sibanjo made this known during a commemorative event showcasing the achievements of the National Social Investment Program. The report.
The 100 billion yearly is a contribution to the 1 trillion naira social housing fund. This same fund will enable us to provide inexpensive mortgages for hundreds of thousands across the country who want to own homes of their own. Anyone who can afford 30,000 a month will be able to buy a home under our new social housing fund scheme.
We are feeding over 1 million class 1 to 3 pupils at the moment in over 8,000 schools. 26 states have engaged in the program by carrying out capacity building workshops with the aim of establishing multi-sectoral teams. Both the ESO and the CSD programs, the Youth Support Program and the Community Support Development Program that are World Bank assisted, have been relocated to NASCO from the Ministry of Finance as it was before in the past dispensation. We're in the process of engaging biometric enrollment providers and alternative payment providers to fast-track cash payments.
state amnesty program witnessed 22,430 repentant cultists who surrendered 911 resorted arms to the Amnesty Committee, says Governor Nyesom Wike, the governor of Rivers State, who dropped the hint at a town hall meeting and accountability forum to mark his administration's second-year anniversary in Port Harcourt. He stated that the amnesty program has reduced court-related violence and other criminal activities in the state. The governor noted that the program had also resulted in surrendering 7,661 assorted ammunitions and 147 explosives by the repentant cultists. You can watch us on Facebook Live at the Facebook newspaper, at the Neighbourhood newspaper. You can also watch us on Facebook at the Facebook Neighbourhood Live and also on YouTube at the Neighbourhood TV. You can also stream on your iOS device and Android platform at www.tntvonline.com. We'll be going on a short break, and when we resume, international news next.
Nigerians, our fearless officers and men of the Nigerian military are winning the war against Boko Haram. Today, all occupied territories have been recovered and Boko Haram has been degraded. Our affected brothers and sisters are getting their lives back. However, they are now after you and me. In our mosques, churches, schools, motor parks, markets, entertainment centers, and public gatherings. Be vigilant. Be security conscious. Report suspicious persons, objects, and movements to the police and other security agencies. The security of our nation is a duty for you and me. Nigeria, unite against terrorism.
This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is the Tntv News. I am Atat Charles. A suicide bomber detonated an explosive rigged vehicle at a popular Baghdad ice cream shop early today, killing at least 13 people. The attack in Karada district in central Baghdad also wounded at least 30 persons, officials said. It came 2 days into the holy month of Ramadan. The report.
The moment of the explosion captured by security cameras, and the result of the bombing. Bodies on the streets of central Baghdad. Just 2 days into the holy month of Ramadan, and violence has returned to Iraq's capital.
I was passing by the area a few hours before the explosion, and you know it's the holy month of Ramadan, so it was around half an hour before iftar, so the area was very crowded. There was a fast food restaurant there, and people were going to the restaurant to buy food, and it's amazingly how things can turn around. In half an hour, this site was full of life, and now this site is full of death and horror.
The armed group, the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, says it carried out the attack. The group was also behind a truck bomb attack last year during Ramadan in a busy shopping area that claimed hundreds of lives. ISIL has lost significant territory in Iraq in recent months as it faces an offensive by government forces. Iraqi soldiers are pushing out fighters from their last stronghold in the northern city of Mosul. It was captured by the group 3 years ago. Security forces warn that such attacks by ISIL will be more common as the group is cornered by the military.
Moving on to Venezuela, the leader of Venezuela's opposition, Henrique Capriles, has been tear gassed in clashes between anti-government protesters and police in the capital, Caracas, yesterday. Demonstrations against the government of President Nicolas Maduro over the country's growing economic and food crisis have been going on for months. Here's an excerpt of that report.
Scenes like this have become an almost daily occurrence in Caracas. Thousands of protesters unified against the government of President Nicolas Maduro, marching towards a government building in the center of the city. They were blocked by soldiers, leading to a showdown in the streets. The leader of the opposition and former presidential candidate Henrique Capriles was tear-gassed. He says he and his team were harassed by soldiers as they tried to get out of the crowd.
I asked them, what is wrong with you? Their reaction was to hit me in the face with a helmet. I said, calm down, how can you hit me like that? And they came behind us, pushed us to the corner of the street and doused us with gas, as if, I don't know what they wanted, to kill us. Is that what they wanted?
Venezuela is in the grips of an economic crisis that has left many hungry, angry, and calling for action. President Maduro is pressing ahead with plans to form an assembly to rewrite the constitution. His opponents say it's a way for him to consolidate his power.
It is the total destruction of human rights in the country. We have lost everything. The government uses the constitution as they see fit, and now it's even worse.
Almost 60 people have been killed in violent street protests. Maduro has called the demonstrations an effort to overthrow his government.
You can watch us on Facebook at the Neighbourhood newspaper. Also, you can watch us on Facebook with the Neighbourhood Live. You can also watch us on YouTube with the Neighbourhood TV. And you can stream from my iOS or Android platform at www.tntvonline.com. That report concludes our news. I am Charles and enjoy the rest of your day.